Hey folks, walk with me. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is getting a lot of attention recently because of the situation with the United Healthcare CEO, and then all eyes were on this plan that they had in, I believe, Connecticut, New York, and Missouri to refuse to pay for anesthesia beyond a certain period of time, an arbitrary period of time, no matter how long the surgery lasted. Now, my framing on this is going to be a little bit different. One, this got a lot of attention right after everything that went down with the United Healthcare CEO. And at that point, people online were seeming to say that this news just dropped, right? That Anthem just released this information. From what I can tell, that's not true. From what I see, there's an article on I believe it's called the American Society of Anesthesiologists from November 14th, so a few weeks before the United CEO went down, and they are talking about this there. They're naming those 3 states. They're saying that it's a done deal, right? Not that it's speculation that it may happen, but they're presenting it as it's a done deal. And so they're the ones who would have all eyes on this, right? Because it impacts them the most. Or the most frequently, I guess. So the reason that I wanted to bring this up was to say, first of all, had the situation with the United Healthcare CEO not come about, this probably would get no eyeballs on it, or very minimal eyeballs, because it had been getting, I don't think anyone in the general public was really aware of it for those 2 or 3 weeks leading up to it. And then all of a sudden, everyone was aware of it. And so my main point here is, I suspect that they are going to try to do something similar. That Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield had already drawn up plans to save money in this way. They've already drawn up and probably approved those budgets. Those communications have been sent out, etc., etc. So just because they get a ton of attention all of a sudden in sort of a black swan event, and they, claw back that decision, I think that they are either going to reignite that sort of further down the line. I think what's more likely is they're going to make some other equally as egregious decision to save that same amount of money, or maybe more, in order to fulfill the budgets and allocations that they've already determined for the upcoming year. That'd be my suspicion. I would be all eyes on some information going out that is a very similar sentiment and is, should get the same level of public scrutiny, but may not, depending on how long lasting this conversation continues to be sort of at the public forefront. We've talked about healthcare in this playlist for a long time. This playlist is only a few months old, but pretty early on, we're talking about healthcare, and how atrocious and embarrassing it is in the U.S. And this is only a piece of the puzzle, but it's a big piece. And yeah, so that would be my takeaway. This didn't come about that day. So they didn't put it out there, around the same time of the United Healthcare CEO and then take it back because of all the backlash. This had been out there for weeks. And then, because it got attention and they were getting so much crap for it, they took it down. They reversed it. But I still think they're going to come back with something of equal sentiment and value to them that will have the same just impossibly annoying and detrimental and life-threatening effects to their customers. So what it is, I don't know, but that would be my suspicion, that they're just going to wait for the eyes and ears to die down on this thing, and something else is going to take its place. All right, folks. Well, if you walked with me, we got a little over 5 minutes in. And as always, I appreciate you watching till the end, whether you walked or not. And I will see you in the next video.